The Department of Revenue and Taxation is working on an MOU with Airbnb.com to allow them to collect taxes from the hundreds of illegal, unlicensed Airbnb establishments on island. Last week, a PNC investigation found that there are over 300 listings for GUAM on Airbnb.com, despite the fact that there are only 16 that are licensed at Rev and Tax.
I know there's a lot of things that are happening out there illegally. People probably operating without a proper license. For one thing, maybe some of these things are happening. They have an apartment license or a condo license, but not a B&B license.
Department of Revenue and Taxation Director John Camacho is referring to the underground, unlicensed Airbnb or bed and breakfast industry on Guam. An industry that includes places like the JK Guest House, which a PNC investigation found is licensed only as an apartment complex, even though it's operating as an Air bed and breakfast. The good news is that Camacho says they are working on a way to be able to collect taxes from these Airbnbs who are advertising online.
We have a draft MOU with Airbnb, basically, and we're looking at very in a few months to try and secure that agreement where Airbnb will collect on behalf of the government.
Camacho says they've already had a conference call with Airbnb.com.
This is what they do worldwide. Basically, is they collect on behalf of the government. So they're willing to do that for the government of Guam. So our legal team is looking into that MOU. So hopefully we can resolve it and any issues between us and Airbnb, so we can get the collection going.
Although this could solve the tax issue with the unlicensed Airbnbs, there are still other regulations that these unlicensed businesses are avoiding. For example, things like fire codes and safety and sanitation standards.
Even in the Airbnb, it is very specific. It even tells you what the size of bed, the distance between the beds and all these things, because they want to ensure that there's safety in the room.
Camacho says they are working with other regulatory agencies like the Department of Public Works, the Guam Fire Department, and the Department of Public Health.
We're doing our best, working for other agencies to identify these illegal Airbnb, so we can actually, there's stiff penalties for these things. So, and lastly, I guess, is that we're getting additional staff that I want to mention. We need at least 4 to 6 staff for regulatories that may help with these problems that are happening. The Rev and Tax Director is also asking for help from the community. If you notice anything that may seem like an illegal bed and breakfast, give Rev and Tax, DPW, or the Guam Fire Department a call.